Hello guys, welcome to the Python programming tutorial series. And our today's topic is cyclic sort. And in this we are going to discuss two things. First, what is a cyclic sort? And second, how to implement cyclic sort. So let's begin. Suppose we have 1 to n numbers. We have 1 to n numbers. And n could be any, like n equals to 3. So we have 1, 2, and 3 numbers. Yes. And suppose if we have n equals to 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And equals to 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So we have the numbers in a sequence. Like for 1 to n equals to 5 means 1 to 5 numbers. If n equals to 10 means we have 1 to 10 numbers. And if n is 20, so we have 1 to 20, and it's going on so on. Yes. So we have numbers in a sequence. Like for 1 to 5 means we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. Got it? Okay. But the problem is we have 1 to 5 numbers in an unsorted way. Like we have 1 to 5 numbers like 5, 3, 2, 4, 1, like this. Okay. So let's understand. So how to sort this number like this. Yes. So first understand how we can identify these numbers are sorted or not. Yes, or these numbers are on the right place or not. So the indexing of this number are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's understand this is a list nums. Got it? So how can we identify this first item of this list on index number 0 is on right place or not? How can we identify? So we can identify like with indexing start from 0, and we have 1 to n numbers, 1 to 5 numbers, and this start from 1. So how can we check this is on correct place or not? Correct place, item minus 1. Yes. So for example, for index number 0, we have item number 1. So 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. So it should be on 0th index, and it should be on 0th index. For example, for 4, item number 4. So 4 minus 1 is equals to 3. So it should be on index number 3. So correct place is 3. So this 4 is on right place. Got it? Okay. So let's understand what is cyclic sort and how we can implement the cyclic sort is step by step. Okay. So same we have a list nums. We suppose 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. Yes. And indexing of this list is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So we start from index number 0. Index number 0. And we need to put this on the right place of the of in this list. Yes. So how can we check what is the right place of this item? So item minus 1, item minus 1, like, so 5 minus 1 equals to 4. So it should be on index number 4. It's an index. So it should be index number 4. So we need to swap this number with index number 4 number. Yes, so we need to swap. Yes, and we go to the list, updated list 1, 3, 4, 2, and 5. Yes. And indexing of this list is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it. So again, we start check this number with zeroth index. So what we swap on the zeroth index, first let's check this number also on correct place or not. Yes. So we have the formula item minus 1. So 1 minus 1 is equals to 0. So it should be on zeroth index. And it's already on zeroth index, means this is on the right place. Okay. So we move forward. So we move forward. Yes. And we check, like we have the new list 1, 3, 4, 2, 5, and its index number is 0. One second. Okay, 1, 4, 5. And index number is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here we check this first index number 1. uh, Item number 3 is on right place or no? Or what is the right place of this item? So item minus 1, 3 minus 1 is 2. So it should be on index number 2. One second. So it should be index number 2. So let's swap this number with index number 2 and we got the updated list. Okay, got it. One second. Now it's okay. So our updated list is 1, 4, 3, 2, and 5. 2 and 5. Yes. And our indexing is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And here we check this item, what we have swapped, index number 1 is on the right place or not. Yes. So 4 minus 1, it should be on index number 3. Yes. So it should be on index number 3. So we swap this number with index number 3 and we got the output 1, 3, 3, 4. Sorry, it should be index number 3. Yes. It should be 1, 3. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then again we check the index, the first index, item number 2, it's on right place or no. So 2 minus 1 is 1, and this is on index number 1. So this is on right place. Then again, so we move forward. Then we check this index number 2 or item number 3 on right place or no. 3 minus 1 is 2. Yes, this is on right place. And same, we move forward and then we check the item 4. 4 minus 1 is on right place or not. Yes, this is on right place. Index number 3. Put index number 3. And then we check the last element or item of the list is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. It should be on index number 4. 4, yes, it's already on index number 4. So we got the sorted list 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is our final output. Got it. So here you all observe what we are doing. What we are doing. Here we iterate all the items of the list and we start from index number 0. So our first step is iterate all the items of the list. Okay, I think maybe something went wrong. Of the list. Got it? Okay. So here we start I equals to 0. So this should be our first item. Yes, 5. We start till end of the index. Sorry, end of the list. So here we iterate all the items till end of the list. So what is the end of the list? Means while I less than length of the list. Yes, length of the list. Got it? And after that, we check what is the correct place. What is the correct place? So what is the correct place? This is our step number 2. Is compare and swapping. Compare and swapping. This is our step number 2. Swapping. Got it? Okay. So first we check what. First we check the correct place, and what is correct? Correct means item minus 1. Yes. Then we check. Then we check, like for example, this 5. Yes. Num I, num I, and for I equals to 0, num I means this is 5. Then we check it should be not equals to num correct. Let's understand what's the meaning of this. So what is the num correct here? So for 0 item is 5. 5 minus 1 is equals to 4. So correct means 4. So num 4. Num 4 means 1. Index number 4. So num 4 means 1. 1. So 5 not equals to 1. Yes. Then we perform swapping. So here we perform swapping. And this is our if case. If num I not equals to num correct. Yes. And here we swap the numbers, and for now we got the new list 1 3 4 2 5. So here again we check for I equals to 0, and I equals to 0. I equals to 0. Yes, for I equals to 0 we check num I. Num 0 is now 1. Num 0 is 1. It's not equals to num correct. And what is correct? Here item is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So num 0. Here also num 0 not equals to num 0. Num 0 is 1. 1 not equals to 1. It's false. Then we go to the else statement. And what is else? We move forward. Yes, move forward means we update the I value. Got it? And this loop is going on. And this is the third step. This is the third step. Update I value. Here we update. This is our third step. Update I value. Yes. So overall, we have 3 steps. First, for step number 1, we iterate all the items of the list. And second, we compare and then we swap the numbers. Yes. And we have already know how to swap the numbers. In bubble sort and insertion sort also, we learned how to swap the numbers. Yes. And our step number 3 is update the I value. So let's write a program. Let's write a program. Nums, we have a list 5, 3, 4, 2, 1. Yes, let's define a function cyclic sort. Click sort. And this is a very small problem and it has a very small solution as well. So let's pass num list. And our step number 1 is step 1. Iterate all the items of the list. Iterate the items of the list. Yes. So we start I equals to 0 while I less than length of the list nums. Got it? Okay. Then our step number 2. Step number 2 is compare and swapping. Compare and swapping. So let's compare here and swapping. Yes. So first let's check what is the correct index. So we take a correct equals to item minus 1. And what is item? Num I. This is the first item. Yes. Num I minus 1. What is the item here? Item, like for example 5. 5 means num I. I means 0. So num 0 is 5. Yes. This is item. And then let's compare num I. Nums I not equals to nums correct. Yes. Correct means correct index number of the item. Yes. Okay. If num I not equals to num correct means we perform swapping. So let's swap the number num I nums correct. And in the last video insertion sort, we learned the latest method of how to swap the numbers, how to swap two numbers. Yes. So num I num correct. Here we swap the numbers num I with nums correct. Yes. And what are we doing in this? Here num I we swap with, oh this is wrong. Yes, we swap with nums correct. Yes. And we swap nums correct with nums I. Got it? Okay. After that, compare and swapping. Yes. Else. Last step, update the I value. Yes. Okay. Let's update the I value. If num I equals to nums correct. Yes. Then we update the I value. I plus equals to 1. Yes. Then we return our updated list. Yes. Let's call the cyclic sort function and print the sorted list. Sorted, sorted list. Yes. Got it. Let's run the program. And we got the error. And what is the error? Here we missed the colon. Okay. And we got the sorted list. Yes. Okay, let's understand step by step what we have done in this. So first let's print I equals to 0. I, let's print the I value. Yes. And then let's print the list nums. Got it? Okay. Okay. And after that, let's print blank print statement. Here we print the list after the updation. Yes. Print. Okay, let's print the same value here. We got the print blank statement. Okay, how can we identify? Like, got it. Let's run the program. So here I equals to 0. Yes, we have 5, 3, 4, 2, 1 list, and then we update the 5 and 3. Yes. Okay, let's print here updated values. Okay, let's compare. First here we compare num I, comma nums correct. Nums correct. Yes, and this is after the. Okay, let's run the program. And we got the output I equals to 0. Here we compare 5 with 1. 5 with 1. Yes. And then we swap the number and we got the output 1 and 5. And we got the 1, 3, 4, 2, and 5. Same for the for I equals to 1. For I equals same. Again we check I equals to 1. Again we check for I equals to 0. Here I equals to 0. And again we check I equals to 0. And now our I equals to 1. Yes. And we got the right index. Yes, num1 is item 1 is on the right place. That's why there is no comparison, there is no swapping, and we move ahead on the index number 1, I equals to 1, and here we check 3 and 4. Yes, and then we perform swapping and we got the output 4 and 3, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, and it's going on. So in this cyclic sort, first we understand what is a cyclic sort. In cyclic sort, we have 1 to n numbers, and these are on the sequence. But the problem is they are unsorted way. So we need to sort the number using cyclic sort. So first requirement is number should be in a sequence. There is no missing number in 1 to n. First requirement. And second is how to implement the cyclic sort. Our first step is iterate all the items of the list from I equals to 0, means index number 0 to index number n minus 1. And what is the n minus 1? N is the length of the index minus 1. Yes, it's okay. Then we perform the while loop to iterate all the numbers, and then we compare the list. Compare num I is not equals to nums correct. Yes, if it's true, then we go inside the if block and swap the numbers. This is, sorry, this is the swapping. And this is the latest way of swap the numbers using Python. Got it. And our third step is update And this is our third step. Update the I value. Update the I value. So we move ahead the position of the I, or we can check the next step if first one is on the right place. Yes, and so on. We move ahead and we check the list and of the index. Like for I equals to 0, I equals to 1, I equals to 2, I equals to 3, and I equals to 4. 4 is the last index of this list. Okay, so I hope you all uh, learn how to perform or implement cyclic sort. Got it? So we will meet in the next video. Till the time, have a good bye.